All right. It's starting to rain, so we're gonna do this a lot faster than we probably planned on it. We're gonna talk about food and the brain today. Okay, your brain is keeping you alive. Okay, your brain is the control center that is constantly checking in to make sure that you're not going to die. Okay, we need to know your temperature. Got to keep that steady, right? Very, very clear about that. Our breathing, we need to breathe. We need water. And there's a lot of signals. Also, we have a hormone that lets the brain know how much fat you are carrying. That is important because how much fat you're carrying is how much you will last in the wild if there's no food. Okay? We humans evolved over 100,000 years ago. So our hardware is made for living in the wild, okay? This time, it rained yesterday. It's still crappy over here, so I have to manage how to get through here, okay? So the time that we are in right now is very new to the human race, okay? We never had enough food, like this abundance of food. This just happened in the last 40, 50 years. Oh, there's somebody here. Okay, hold on. This park is getting popular. So this abundance of food, we haven't had this before. Like this is all new to this human race, okay? We have a brain that's wired for feast famine environments, okay? So when you lack the signal between the fat and the brain, this hormone that keeps talking about how much fat, your brain thinks that you're starving because there's no signal, right? So when you look at the fat kid, remember not to judge, okay? Not to judge anybody. Like, I love food. I grew up in Romania with no food. I remember my mom saying things like, we only have 2 eggs in the house. Or we gotta wait until we get to buy bread because everything was in ratio, okay? We constantly were in lines to get ratios for everything. When the truck with sugar came, or flour, there were lines that you had to stay in for 3 to 4 hours to get your 2 pounds of sugar per month, okay? I have lots of stories, okay? And I'll share them with you as we go through. But the point is that if you grew up with no food, your brain is wired to think food is scarce. To this day, I can't throw away food, okay? I have tons of expired food in my fridge. And if me and you go out to eat and you don't want to take your food, I'll take it because I'll keep it in my fridge until it gets really bad. So I personally have a very unhealthy relationship with food. That's now good because most of the non-infection diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer is caused by poor diet. My mom died because of the poor diet. You know, you will see people around you that have this poor diet and you can tell they're gonna spend the last couple of decades or more sick. You don't want that, okay? This is why you need to educate yourself on food and how your brain is working with the food. Dieting is horrible for the brain. Your brain, everybody's brain hates it when you are losing weight because it thinks that your survival is in danger. So it uses everything it can. Everything to bring you back to that weight that you were, like homeostasis before you went on a diet. And it adds more pounds to make sure that this happens. When this happens again, you're not going to die. So it does that by lowering your metabolism. So when you're eating exactly the same thing, you're storing more than you're burning. When I first got to America, I was super skinny. But I took a job at Bob Evans and I got addicted to the sausage and gravy biscuits. Yeah, you guys know about that, right? I hope you do. Because I think that's all I ate for like the whole time I was there. And I gained like 15, 20 pounds in a year. I went on a diet. I lost 20, gained 25. lost 25, gained 30. By the time I was 40 years old, I was constantly on a diet, struggling, overweight. I lost 50 pounds in 2019, gained back 55. 2021, I decided to put an end to this crap, and I had gastric bypass, okay? It is seriously the best thing I have ever done because diets don't work. As soon as you stop the diet, your weight will be coming back, okay? So what I'm trying to convey is that living a healthy life is very hard. In the last 15 years, more people are dying of good nutrition, right, than undernutrition. We're dying because we eat too much, not because we don't have enough food. And that's crazy because the way I grew up in Romania, I was starving all the time. I remember eating toothpaste because I was hungry, okay? And now in America, we throw away food. So the main point is that your brain controls your food behavior. No matter what you told yourself, your brain knows that you're on a calorie deficit and will try to get back to the normal level. What is normal? The easiest way to know is to look at your parents. I know that's depressing, okay? But look at what they look like, what kind of diseases they have, how healthy they are. It is a picture of future you. That's why doctors ask about your family history. It's the most accurate picture than the most genetic test that you can get at the moment, okay? You'll get old one day. Look at your parents and start making changes in your diet now, okay? And with that, don't lie, don't cheat, don't kill, don't steal anything today. Mwah, mwah, mwah.